Hi guys. I wanted to make this video because I literally am so excited. And honestly, like it is actually kind of crazy. Y'all see me bopping this. Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy because if you know me, you know school has really never been for me, like traditional school. I went to Northern Kentucky University in my undergrad, right after high school, on the trajectory to do like business school and stuff like that. And it just really wasn't for me. And I learned, that like my most developmental years were in college and I loved university. But it wasn't, my call, it wasn't creative enough for me. It didn't stimulate my brain the way that going to film school has. And what's crazy is that I remember being 18 and I wanting to initially go to LA film school and do a 4 year, like then right after, because I was like, if I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go to school in Los Angeles. And it didn't work out that way. And I feel like everything happens for a reason, but I've always known that I wanted to go to that school. And like what's very interesting is that timing. I believe in God's timing and God's purpose and God's plan for our lives so much because in what and how things transpired, right? Like I literally didn't go. I went to NKU, did had an amazing time. I was switching majors left and right though because I was trying to find out what I wanted to do. I went from dance to communications to business to electronic media and broadcasting. Um, just all over the place because I just really wanted, I was like inching more to my creativity, what I want to do. But I realized that like even in school, the reason why my last major was electronic media and broadcasting was because there was a elective of film, and for me as a kid, I've always been infatuated with movies. I love stories, I love movies, I love books, and I love being able to tell stories. And you can ask anyone that I grew up with, mom, dad, siblings, everyone, that I was the kid that like sat on the floor, watched TV, and wrote stories in my journal and notebook. Like I played outside, yes, I had a wild imagination and I was everywhere, right? But I always had a notebook and pen or a notebook and pencil by my side. And I would always write stories and have people be like, hey, can you read these? Can you tell me if this is like what this is and if it's good or whatever? And I know a bunch of my friends like literally just got tired of me just like sharing them stories. But like in those developmental times and moments is when like I realized like I know what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like I am a creative, I am an artist, I am a writer, and I am a director. And I, will eventually become a like New York Times bestseller once I bunker down and like write a couple fiction books and nonfiction books and all these other books I want to do. I want to be an author. Um, and in saying all that, like film school kind of felt like a distant future for me at some point, right? Because when I was like just coming out to Los Angeles from I would say 22 to about 25, I believe, or maybe 21 to 25, I was just like back and forth to LA and I was just trying to navigate. I dropped out of school at 22 of undergrad at 22 and was just like, I gotta become an artist. I need to create. I need to do my art. Like I need to pursue, right? I need to chase my dreams. So I moved. And ever since then, there have been so many crazy things that happened, but so many great things that have happened, but they've molded me and forged me into the artist you see today. And I think everything happens for a reason because your timing is your timing, right? And I truly believe this is my time. I say all that to say is because I didn't really know what facet that I wanted to tell to story tell in. I thought it was just dance, I thought it was music. I thought it was, you know, being a backup dancer for an artist. But initially, like that those although I love those so much and I love dance and I love, just the expression that it gives, I've always wanted to be able to tell a story through dancing. And I think when the dance didn't connect or when the story didn't connect to the dancing, even if I was on jobs or gigs or just like that, I just felt like, okay, like I need to connect with this. I want to emote, I want to tell something with this. And it all draws back to storytelling. And when I stepped foot on film school, I felt so seen. I felt so heard. I felt like very in my element, right? I was like raising my hand, answering questions that I knew. I was, engaging, and I was really just like asking questions about what it is we were talking about and learning. And I'm just like, I never did this before. I never actually studied. I never read like the books and the chapters, assignments that we were, given in undergrad and everything else. And I was just really thinking to myself the other day, I was like, I actually loved it because I was learning something that I loved and I have a passion for. And it just clicked and dawned on me. And I was like, this is what I was always meant to do. I was always meant to be able to harness all the gifts that God has given me and put them into a medium that allowed me to express them all at once. And being a filmmaker and being a writer and director, I'm able to express every ounce of my creative endeavors. I'm able to dance, I'm able to sing, I'm able to make music, I'm able to act. I'm able to build these worlds from pure imagination and thought and magic. And there's a beauty that I find in that. And although I was only at the Los Angeles Film School for 2 years, I think the behind the scenes of me making stories, I have like maybe like 72 scripts in my laptop that I've just been making for my whole entire existence of life. Like literally stories that have just been sitting there. And I took two of those stories out and made them into actual like movies, Romeo and Julian and like Father Like Daughter. And those two were the first projects that I like wrote down, showed people, and finished and made. And I don't know, something about that just gave me this sense of power of like what a thought can do. Like those are thoughts that are turned into reality and they're very tangible. You can watch them, and they have been received well. Like Father Like Daughter has won official selections in film festivals. And like I think it's very crazy to think, and Romeo and Julian is my newest one releasing on graduation. And that one tells a different story. It goes from action to drama, and my first two are action and drama. But in all my movies, I want to, with my career, tell stories that hold weight, make you think, push the envelope. I want to test your morale. I want to have like real conversations and not, you know, not just make something that doesn't have any substance. I want stuff that lasts, and I want to be genreless. I want to create movies and TV shows in every genre possible because as an artist and a human, we have so many stories we have yet to tell. And as a Black queer person in Hollywood, I feel like it's not only one of my like aspirations, but a job and duty to, you know, create representation and make things that I see myself in because there is a stigma and a essence in Hollywood where I really don't see myself represented at all. Um, on the mainstream blockbuster theatrical release movies, and I want to change that. I want to be a part of that change. And film school has allowed me to pave my own way. It's allowed me to find my voice in my writing, find my voice in my ability to jump into something completely new. Because being a writer, I've done that all my life, but being a director, I literally did that this duration of film school. I jumped into it. I jumped into it and surprisingly found out that I'm actually really good at it. And I think a testament to that is like you never know that if you're capable of something until you try it and do it. And for me, film school came at a very crazy time because I was working in corporate America, like literally as a leasing consultant, property manager, everything else. And I literally was just like, I love what I do. I love that I can do this and be in the corporate world and climb up the ladder. But And I was good at it because of my energy. I'm a people person. I love to talk and chat. I love to tour people like and show them their new home. I loved it. But it wasn't fulfilling and it wasn't my passion. It was just something to do, right? And I remember working and I was talking to my manager and I was like, I'm going to go to film school. I need to go back to school. I need to get back into my creative endeavors and I'm willing to go part-time, you know? And I remember her saying like that the position won't be, I can't, I signed up for a full-time role, right? And I was hired for full-time, so I wouldn't be able to drop down part-time. And in saying that, it was just like that click of a moment. I was like, well, this is the end of this road. I won't ever have a normal 9 to 5 ever again. This is the last one. This is the last one. And I remember thinking in my head, I was like, oh, well, I'm never going to work a regular job again. You know, not to knock a job or anything like that, but I'm saying like me as a person, like I'm fully feeling to dive into my creative career. And it was scary. You know, I was so fucking scared because I was like, oh shit, like I am about to just pop in film school the next 3 years and not have a plan and figure it out as I go. Like, what about rent? What about this? What about that? What about bills? Everything else. And I was like, I have no idea. And stepping into the unknown probably was the best decision of my entire life because I say this all the time, but if I didn't make the decision to leave, if I didn't make the decision to move, if I didn't make a decision to believe myself 100% and literally not care what other people think, feel, or do, or think of how I am, you know, living, family, friends included, like then I would not have gotten anywhere. I would not have made a lot of the stuff that's happened that I can say I've done, that you can see and watch that I've done. Like it wouldn't be tangible. It wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't be able to be like, yo, I did this. And when I sit and think about the 3 years that just flew by with me being in film school and sit about everything that I've done, it's insane. And I haven't yet sat and thought about it until I put this cap and gown on. I was like, oh my God, like I remember the before and this is the after. And in between everything that I've done, all the accolades, all the accomplishments, everything that I've done has been on the track, literally, of everything I've always wanted to do in my life. And I think it just starts with a choice. It starts with a thought and it starts with really just allowing yourself to do what it is that you know deep down that you're meant to do. And for me, I'm meant to be an artist. I am an artist. I live and breathe my art, and I live and breathe writing, directing, being an author. I just exude it. That's my essence, my energy. And I'm graduating tomorrow with this sense of being very, very proud that I chose myself, right? That I chose me. I chose what it was that the little boy inside me wanted to do since he was a kid. And I didn't let the world sway me in a direction that literally was not meant for me. And I think that's what a lot of us do. A lot of us allow the world to tell us what we should do because it's what society wants us to do. And it's what we're supposed to do because what I found out is a lot of people don't understand who they are enough to know what they're passionate about, to know what they love. And I think if you found that, if you found what you love to do in this world and you found what you are good at, it's a blessing and it's a gift. And I think a lot of people take that lightly. But if you love something and you love doing it, you wake up doing it for, you would do it for free if you could, like that is your passion. That's what you're passionate about. And I'm blessed and lucky to really be passionate about so many things creatively and be good at them. Like I was just in there thinking the other day, I was like, you know, reading my affirmations and everything. I was just like, what are things that you are proud of that you do that you realize that not everyone else can do? And I was like, then like the average person cannot do. And I was like, oh my God, there's so many. There's so many. And then I was like, is that conceited? I was like, no, that's real. That is real. Like, I think it's time we start to acknowledge and see ourselves as who the entire fuck we feel we are. You know, like A lot of people don't move like me. A lot of people don't speak like me. A lot of people don't look like me. A lot of people don't have the mental capacity and intellect like me. A lot of people do not have the creativity that I have. A lot of people do not sing like me, act like me. A lot of people do not have this regal essence like me, you know? And I think in acknowledging those things about oneself, it elevates your creativity. If you're an artist, it elevates you as a human. It elevates you as whatever it is you want to be. And I just really wanted to say, like, this graduation for me is an ending of a cycle of trying to find myself throughout the years with my journey. And it literally is a defining moment in understanding I've come home to myself. I exude all the things that people reach out to me about and love about me, my energy, my essence, and everything I do. Like it has been a 10-year long journey of finding that version of Deontay that I know I've always was, but was afraid of fully being. From 18 to 28, I had to go through a journey of self-discovery. And it wasn't really about chasing fame. It wasn't even about being an artist or celebrity and doing all this stuff. It really was the journey, and the goal was actually finding me, which is crazy to say, but that is my like realization right now, is that it's the whole journey has been a whole long journey to me, you know, to this version of myself. And I don't know if I'm the only one that understands that, but if you get it, you get it. The girls that do, they do. But if you don't, then you don't. You're not on that path yet. But I get it. And I understand it. And I'm like, oh my God, like there have been so many, I feel like I've lived so many different lives. I've been so many different people. I feel like I'm 50 years old in my brain. I feel like I've lived so much life and experienced so much that it was supposed to happen that way because of the stories that I'm going to tell, the perspective that these two eyes have seen is crazy. And I think what I want to express is that I love the journey. I love and romanticize it in a sense of I understand why everything had to happen the way it happened. I understand why I didn't get it at 18 and I'm getting it at 28. You know, I understand why some of the things and jobs and gigs and big moments in my life that have happened in my later 20s versus my early 20s because I wasn't equipped. I wasn't ready for it. And now looking back, I'm like, oh bitch, I'm grateful. I thank God that it waited, you know, that it is now instead of then because I would have fumbled, right? This tassel is giving me life. I don't know. Can we just admire wait, can we just hold up? Can we just acknowledge how good I look in this? Okay, anyway, but yeah, like I don't know. It's just very I'm so happy and I'm so excited and I'm so proud. And well, I don't really know what's happening next because this was as far as I planned. Like when you think about your planning and you're like, oh, you're going to film school, like I didn't think beyond that. I was like, okay, film school, I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna say yes to everything, gig, direct, right. And I didn't think about after. And that's the most exciting part of this is like, I don't know what's happening next. Like I'm like in that stage where you know like the newness is coming and you know something big is about to happen because you passed the test and the threshold and you made it over the mountaintop and you're looking at this beautiful scenery and you're like, oh wow, I made it. And then you know like there's another journey ahead. And I'm just that's where I am. I'm like, there's another journey ahead, like literally. And it's probably like the best journey up to this point that I've ever experienced. Like, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited and so grateful. And I really just want to leave a message with people just like this world is so fucking crazy. And it forces you to give up and want to give up on yourself, on the world, on everything. It wants you, it kind of has this like essence of just trying to break all of your aspirations and dreams and goals and your feelings of wanting to change the world, save the world, to be a part of the change, to just becoming a sheep, a mindless dog, that a robot that literally doesn't have any feelings, thoughts, or opinions, or power to make change. And I don't want to get too political or crazy in with this message, but I do want to say like we all have a certain gift inside us and a certain power, that we hold and ability and like a piece to the puzzle to change the world. And I think when we operate in our gifts and our passions and the things we love and things we're naturally good at, and we take it as far as it can go, we're putting a piece of the puzzle into perspective and into its place. And that is our contribution to Christ consciousness and to being a part of the change that the world needs. But it's only in operating in our highest selves, our most loved selves, but it only happens at this point of self-discovery. The journey to self is one of the biggest ones that I think people overlook because not a lot of people like to look at their shadow or look in the mirror or reflect and acknowledge. And for me, this whole journey has been insane, but it's been a beautiful fucking mess. And it's crazy because right now I literally am just like, I am graduating and what's next? Where am I going next? What's happening next? Just the other last month I was in the Super Bowl and I was like, okay, I really was here. Like, what's the next big thing? That's like a big thing, you know? Like that's a big thing. Like what's happening? It's month 3 and what? And I'm just like, I'm so excited for the future. Y'all, I'm so excited. And I just want my fellow grads and fellow artists and fellow filmmakers, fellow dancers, fellow creatives, to keep pushing and honor your journey because when you look to the left or to the right of you on somebody else's journey or where they are at and where you're not, it does you a disservice. The moment that I stopped even looking and started focusing on myself and what I'm capable of and having tunnel vision on who the fuck Deontay is, my life changed, like literally changed. And I know you see it. I know you see it. And I know those who pretend they don't see it, or do not support, but watch, or, just, I don't know. I think it's very interesting. And I did want to mention, like, I get it. I get it. We're not all there. And to the people that I lost on the way, I just wish, nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. And I also wish like you find yourself in your self-discovery. That I think that's what I think it's more what it is. It's like no harm, no foul, but find yourself. I hope you find yourself. I hope you find your place. And to everyone that like, supports and has been and has saw the journey from 2015, 2011 per se, 2015 to now, it's crazy. To be honest, I never really thought that I would, graduate or get a degree per se, because I never applied myself in school. I am a smart kid for sure. I have been, but I never applied because I just felt that all that shit they were teaching me wasn't necessary, right? And I was just like doing what I needed to do just to get the grade and not actually applying myself. But like I actually was pretty smart and I just didn't care because it wasn't creative. And so for me, this is a big deal. It's like, oh, I'm actually getting a degree. I'm actually graduating college. And I think the timing is perfect. Timing is perfect. I'm at my most confident. I'm at my most intellectually advanced. I'm at my most, I don't know, like just talent has just immersed and ooze out of me. I'm almost talented, if that's even a word or phrase. And I just feel so equipped for this next chapter. Um, and it was hard. It was crazy because like I literally was just like working all these jobs and doing this, doing that without a car for one. I'm like, I don't know any other bitch that is all over Los Angeles or California without a car to just be getting it. I'm here, over there, over here, over here. And the girls that have cars don't move. And I'm just like, how do I do it? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I just I'm just so looking back, I'm just like, damn, bitch, you did a lot. You did a lot. Like you really did a lot. And I think if you're an artist like me and you just, you know, you go, 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 and you don't really reflect and acknowledge the things that you've done and you don't acknowledge like your accomplishments, you just move on to the next thing, you kind of forget, you know? And I think that's a good thing and a bad thing kind of because we like, if you're like me, you kind of just like are like, oh, I did that. What's next? You know, oh, that was fire. It was fun. It was beautiful in that moment. And then it's like, okay, now I gotta think, now I'm gotta get back to reality. And I think a thing that I've learned is to stay in that, to stay in the moment, to be present in the moment and allow your accomplishments to bleed through everything. Like be on a high for yourself so much because you deserve it. You did that. I did that. And I stand on that. I'm one of the most talented people I know. Just like that's it, you know? And I feel like we need to be able to talk about ourselves in that way and sit in that energy and really pour into ourselves as much as we pour into other people. You know, my success is determined off of the love that I give to myself. If I didn't love myself, I wouldn't be successful. If I didn't love myself, half the shit that I've done, I wouldn't have done because I've been scared. I would allow fear in my fear, insecurity, doubt into my life. And it's, they don't serve me in this journey. And I'm hoping that I'm speaking to people that like need this message and really just need it and wanted to hear it because I really feel like I'm talking to people that like get it, understand it. And I am really just so excited, honestly, and proud because bitch, I did that. Really did that. Like, and it was so random too. Like, it's so random how falling into film school just like literally put me in the path and direction of everything I wanted to do. And it's crazy how it happens. It really is. It really is crazy how everything happens. I just want to say I am truly grateful for all the support and all the love. I'm truly grateful for everyone that has reached out to me, given me an opportunity, literally betted on me and got me opportunities and gigs and literally just believed in my talent and my direction, believed in my choreography, believed in me as an artist, you know, because I you like stepped into a world with previous knowledge of the industry from being a choreographer and stuff like that, and then a new realm of directing. And I've done some pretty cool things, and I have so much more to do, and I have so much more to accomplish. And those things that I accomplish now are like baby things because they're my first. And I'm just like, oh, they're big things, but I'm like, and they're good. But I'm just like, also, I gotta make bigger and better shit. We gotta think bigger, right? And I'm just so excited for that. Like I'm so excited for what's next. And I'm not rushing it, but I am excited because I know it's coming soon, you know? And I think this is like graduation. Like it is graduation. I'm graduating tomorrow. And an end of a chapter happens, but a start of something new happens. And I will be updating on what the newness is, but as of right now, I'm just basking in this moment of being able to acknowledge the fact that things are about to change, that my life is about to change and for the better. And you know, I'm ready. Like I'm ready for it. Like there's no nervousness, there's no fear, there's no doubt. Like I'm really ready. And like the rooms that are opening up for me are waiting for me. And I'm willing to walk, I'm ready to walk in them because I'm needed, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations to all the grads. Congratulations to myself. I'm really excited. Mm. And I really look good. Like I didn't take some graduation pictures because they don't want me out here modeling for these cap and gowns. Ooh, ooh, bitch. Oh, you said what? You, huh? I'm about to wear this out. Should I celebrate with my cap and gown on, going to the club? I'm crazy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just joshing you. But no, I am in such a good mood. I'm so proud of myself. Like this energy is just giving very proud parent, proud auntie, proud uncle. Like I'm so happy. I'm so proud. And it just is oozing out because this literally was something on my vision board. It was something in my journal. It was something that I was like, I've always wanted to do. And I feel like it's so beautiful when you like check mark things off of your, to-do list in your life and you do them with flying colors and you exceed the expectation of what you even thought you were capable of doing. And I'm just like, wow, crazy, you know? And I'm just like, it gives me the confidence to really understand that I can literally do anything I want in this world. And I'm capable of so much. And the power in that is insane. The moment I realized that, everything changed. And also, it's done. It's done. Like it's done. I am a whole new being of just acknowledging that one simple thought. I literally can do anything I want to in this world. Like the free will is untapped. Like we used to think about that. Like free will is untapped. The world is mine. I can literally do anything. I said I want to graduate from school. I said I want to make movies, doing it. I said I wanted to dance at Super Bowl, did it. Like I said I wanted to act in a film, did it. I said I want to direct a series, did it. And now I'm saying that I'm going to win an Oscar and I'm going to do it. New York Times bestseller will be it. One of my movies is going to win awards, TV shows, accolades. And I say all these things to say because they're going to happen. Like one thing you know about me, I am a man of my word and I say what the fuck I'm going to do. And it does happen because I push to make it happen. So be prepared to be sick of me because you're going to see me everywhere. Truthfully, you'll see me everywhere. You'll be like, oh, is that him again? Wait, he did this? What else can he do? Everything, all of it. I am him. Yes, 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 that's me. I did that because that's the essence. I know I'm sounding really. I'm just playing, but I'm not playing for. I'm dead ass serious, but in a jokingly way. This is just my humor. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I don't really care. Um, but yeah, no, I'm just happy, and I'm happy for you guys who are graduating as well. Happy for you if you're happy. I'm happy that we get to be in this energy and frequency together. And I think I just want to build a network of people and a connection with people that are on the same wavelength as me. Like literally, if you're on the same wavelength and you feel my vibration right now, you feel my essence, and you're just like smiling ear to ear, and you're kiki high with me, and you understand what we're about to do in this world, please reach out. Please connect. Because I realized like I'm letting go of dead weight, and this is graduation, but it's falling on the new year, if you understand what I'm talking about, the new year, because the other new year is not really the new year, this new year because it's spring, sprouting, spring is sprung. And I'm just like, it's falling on this and it's newness. And I'm just like, how are we not excited? You know, if you're on the path of light, if you're on the path of, being chosen, to step out and be the first one to ever do something in your family differently, then you understand what I'm talking about. You understand this energy I'm feeling. I'm proud because there's been a fight. And no, it's been a fight. It's been a struggle. I've been surviving my entire life. And like I feel like I'm finally in this moment of peace. In this moment of peace to where like I really don't have to claw tooth and nail anymore. I felt like there's this energy of I am a fucking warrior from birth, fighting so many battles left and right. I am fucking bitches up, ooh, left and right, pop, 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 left and right. And now I'm being told to sit and chill and relax. I don't have to fight no more. You have earned your accolades as a warrior. You are done. You are good. Now it's time to just sit back, relax, reap the benefits of being a fighter and getting to your goal. And if that analogy made sense to you, get it. If not, it's over your head. But the girls who get it. And I think right now, literally for how I'm feeling, it's giving peace, it's giving bliss, it's giving joy, it's giving everything on the other side of whatever that was going on is everything I wanted and more. And I'm super excited to experience that because really, truth, real shit, I have experienced the craziest shit in my entire life from being a kid to like now, like before all this. Like I've never fully disclosed like my life or the trials and tribulations deeply, but I've struggled so much and I've through all types of shit. And I'm looking back and I'm like, damn, that's crazy that one person can, go through all that stuff and never show it and not look like what they've gone through, not experience what they've gone through. Like I I take pride in the strength that I carry because I don't have to hold on to anything. I turn my pain into passion and my scars into art. And I've realized that that's true alchemy. And as I've gone in my spiritual walk and understanding the journey, like if you understand what I'm talking about, then like that is the journey. That's the test. It's alchemizing your pain, alchemizing your trauma, alchemizing what you've gone through and turning into something that is golden. And that is the path that I'm on, this path that I'm doing, and that's what I do. And this is why we vibrate. This is why I'm looked at. This is why I feel all eyes on me, or I feel like the main character because not a lot of people can do it. And when you're chosen to do something like this, you do it. And when you do it, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be hard and going to be adversity and you're going to get a lot of pushback. But like when you do it, it's going to be everything you want and more. And the realest shit that I've ever understood is that at first they watch, they critique, they hate, but eventually they understand that you're unshakable. Then you hear a lot of congratulations. And then you hear a lot of, oh, I always knew you could do it. Or, oh my God, like I've always knew that you were going to do this since you were a kid. Oh my God, I'm such a good, huge fan, or I love what you do. You're this and this, your energy is this and this. And it's always after the fact, right? And I think what has gotten me to understand and, be so calm, cool, and collected as I do and love everyone is that I've understood it as that is just what the person that is chosen to do something greater has to go through. If you look at all the examples of people that are those prominent figures for us to have made change, they go through the most shit. And I think it's kind of like a honor, a badge of honor when that happens because it's like, oh, like I'm just cut from a different cloth. Maybe you're cut from a different cloth. Maybe we are speaking right now and this is resonating with you because we're on the same page. And it's just time to accept the difference. I've always felt different. I've always felt ostracized. I always felt like I didn't fit in. I always felt very much in my own lane and that some of the things that my interest likes and everything else was just so different from other people that I just was like, maybe something's wrong with me, you know? I've always felt that from my stutter, from my gap, from growing up very like tall and lanky and like not growing to my body and having big ass ears, just always feeling very like critiqued in everything I did. And that trickled into life as an adult too, right? And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, damn, like so many things have hindered me, but literally I've turned them into my most respectable traits and attributes of myself. Like I honor them in a weird way. And I'm like, the things that make me different are actually the things that make me very unique. Those are the things that make me chosen. Those are the things that make me special and stand out. That is why I have the energy that I do. That's why I'm special. That's why I'm a main character. That is why I can walk in a room and shift it. You know, that's why my personality is top tier. It's not a slight to anyone else that steps into the world that I live in. It is an acknowledgement that there is more of us, but for some of those that can't operate in the energy that I operate in when I step in spaces and rooms, I understand it now. It's not a me thing. It's some people are uncomfortable by your presence thing, and they're always going to be. And I feel like the moment that we as people understand that is the moment that we really can let our full shine, I guess, like shine, right? We can allow ourselves to shine and truly shine without having to think we need to dim our lights. And I think I'm saying all this. I don't know why I'm speaking on all this, but maybe it just needs to come up. I'm letting God and the Spirit God just literally just take me wherever with this message because it was not supposed to go here. Okay. It wasn't supposed to go here. Lately, I've also been getting into tarot and like connecting to my spirit guides and my ancestors and literally everything. And like I've just been really connected and tapped in, you know, and God has just really been speaking to me on like so many things. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like that is what it is. It's it. That's what it is. Like when you can walk in a room and shift the energy and shift the way things are or disrupt it, then you have something special. And I think you should sit in that. For the longest time, I've always done my light. For the longest time, I always have, up until most recent years. And the moment that I stopped doing that is when I understood the boundaries that came with that. And I'm like, oh shit, like I really lost friends or don't talk to people or this and that and the third because of this non-dimming of my light, this boundaries that I have set up, this accepting the fact that this season in my life is about me. Whereas previous seasons, I've put other people first, you know, people please, said yes, did everything for everyone else, and never got the reciprocation of love that I feel like I needed. I never met anybody that has truly been there, loved someone like I have, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, damn, like I'm just the person you run over. But at a certain point, I realized no, it was because I was letting people do that. You know, I was dimming my light and not expressing myself and really staying true to who I was as a human, as a person. And in this era, in this season, I have been, and I'm gotten so good at it that like I just it comes at a part of self acknowledgement and self knowing, and now it's just like I'm in a relationship with myself, and I love him, and I know him, and I know what he wants to do, and anything on the outside of that, I don't fuck with, you know, and I really want to push that out there. It's like the best form is self love, and that is how I got here. And that's what I want to say. So loving yourself to a T, to the point to where it makes people uncomfortable or it makes them be like, oh my God, you're doing too much. No, like when did it become a crime to love myself, to love yourself? When did it become a crime to be delusional about who you are or what you want to do? And also the fact of the matter is, let's flip that word verbiage, because being delusional is crazy when it's in the pursuit of your dreams. What's delusional is people want to stay stuck. People want to stay stagnant. People want to stay in their boring ass, follow the leader, sheep lives and never want to think for themselves, never want to create for themselves, never want to be the best version of themselves they can possibly be. And I think that is delusion. I think that is delusional. I'm like, I feel so bad for people who don't have a passion, who don't love themselves, who don't want to leave something lasting behind, or don't want to make something with substance, who don't want to connect with new people and share new perspectives and grow and challenge themselves. That's delusional. Being stuck and stagnant and stupid. The three S's, that's what I say. Stuck, stagnant, stupid. And in being those, I just no longer entertain people that are the three S's. I I just can't anymore. It's like I have elevated and graduated from that energy. And this has become a whole post-graduation thing, a whole spiritual moment. This is educational, motivational moment too. Listen, I just want to, last thing, I'm just gonna say, congratulations to everyone who's graduating. Congratulations to everyone that is finishing something that they've been working on forever and accomplished it. Congratulations to people that are literally grinding and doing it, because I know that how hard it is. And I'm so proud. And congratulations to myself for really pushing through with all the bullshit that I have endured. Like when I tell you, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be very real right now. Like everything that I've accomplished, like literally, and I would say my whole chest, like has literally been with $0 and 0 cents. Everything. Like what, and this is why I'm saying it right now because it's so crazy for me to just be like to acknowledge the simple fact. And like this is why I'm saying it's so important to push because I came here with nothing, right? Came here with nothing. I remember coming here with nothing. And I've said it in articles and interviews like that too, but I want to say it here. I came here with zero, like literally $0 and 0 cents. I stayed on my friend's couch, a blow up mattress when I first got here. Shout out to Iris. Um, and literally just lived with her for 2 months. She gave me 2 months, but I literally got my shit together in a month and was in my own place, you know? But moral of the story is I came here with nothing. No savings, no support, little family support when they can. You know, they're not made of money, so they can help me when they can. And I don't really ask that much. So literally no support, no help, no nothing, no nothing, 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 nothing by myself. $0, 0 cents, often, right? And from then to now, it's kind of just like, yo, like I have been hustling and bustling and grinding to stay in LA, stay in school, to make these memoirs when multiple times I've had to stay on friends' couches. For example, before I even moved into my new place, was with my friend who I was living with, you know, and Deji, shout out to Deji. And it just was interesting and crazy because I was like trying to stay in school, like to stay in school, bro, like to stay in school, which is so crazy now because I'm done. I graduated. Like I did it. I pushed through all the little hurdles. And that might be another video, another conversation. But when I tell you it has been insane, and if I would have given up, I don't know where I would be. I don't know what I'd be doing. I know I probably would probably just moved home and been like, I'm done. I quit. You know, I'm done pursuing. I'm done being broke. I'm done chasing this dream that will never happen. And it was crazy because back then, every time I would say those words, it would just gut me. And I'm just like, oh shit, I can't go home, you know? I can't, I have to figure it out. So I remember a vivid switch. I was like, every time that things would happen, I would either, you know, fall out, get broken or something like that. Wait, what am I saying? Every time I would be broke and not have any money, have to move out somewhere or try to find a roommate, can't, or whatever case may be, and the rug was just completely swept from my feet, I would always be like, fuck it, I have to go home. I have to reset. I have to go home and redo everything, right? Start from the ground up. Save money out there and then come back out here. And then the switch in my brain was like, you know, Stop running. You know, just stop running. You know, if it gets crazy, it gets crazy. Work through it. Figure it the fuck out. That's the conversation. If y'all heard the bitch in my head, if y'all heard the bitch in my head, I dog the fuck out of myself. Bitch, why are you crying? Get the fuck up. You said you wanted to do this, do it. You don't have a car, then walk. You don't have any food. Swallow your spit. That's how I talk to myself. That's how I talk to myself. I'm letting y'all know. This is one of the longest videos I'm ever gonna do probably. But literally, that's how I talk to myself in my head. Oh, you don't have money. Get a job. Opportunity cost. Don't go here, go here. Don't do this, do this. Why are you crying? You said you wanted to be an artist. You said it wasn't gonna be easy. So figure it the fuck out. And in that mentality, I did. I had to figure it the fuck out. Like I literally had to figure it the fuck out or quit, you know? And the one thing that I can say that I have never done is quit and give up on myself because I know who I am. I love myself too much. Just getting back to that whole self-love thing where it's like I love myself too much to give up on this dream, you know, of what I've been pursuing. And I tell you, bro, like I don't know how many of y'all have ever had $0 and 0 cents you're breaking out, but bitch, what I tell you is not for the faint of heart, not for the faint of heart. Okay. Wait, you have to be a strong type of bitch to walk around with no money and to be out in these streets looking grand, like you're untouched. Like, this is why I respect the people that do not have it easy so much. We are a different breed of bitch. We are a different breed of go get it. We are a different breed of hustle, of dreamer, chaser. Like that's why people who've gone through adversity have been through shit. I vibe with at the highest. I'm being so for real right now. I vibe with the highest people that have been through some shit because I understand them. Because I've been through some shit. And I understand from a kid, you know, I understand that there is a sense of survival mentality, fight or flight. And those of us that are on the same page, we understood what fight meant. Fight meant that if you didn't have any food to eat on, you had to figure it out where you're going to eat type shit. And I just, I'm not saying I love the hustle, like that trajectory because it taught me so much. But what I'm trying to say is I get it and I get you and I understand you and I feel you if you are vibrating with me right now. I understand how hard the shit can get. I mean, I remember in Denver, Colorado, when I had my apartment in Denver, Colorado, 2023, I believe, or two, I literally had my apartment, but I had nothing in that bitch. Nothing in the bitch, but I was and the floor was hard. Like it wasn't carpeted hard. Had my little bed, and that was it, right? But you know what? I pushed. I still worked, still did this and this, but I was it. That was all I had. And you know those pictures and videos where people are like, when you start something new and you all you have is the mattress, the TV. That was what the fuck I had. The mattress, the TV. That was it, you know? And multiple times. Has happened multiple times and multiple times. And what that teaches you is the ability to bounce back, right? I am the fucking bounce back king. Throw me out in the fucking woods and I will figure it out and make a palace. You know what I'm saying? Like I make something out of nothing, and that is a skill that I don't think a lot of bitches have. There's something about there's something about struggle that forges something inside you a little bit different. You have a different hustle. You have a different way about you. You have a different grit. You have a different fight, a different hunger. And I'm not praising the struggle, but I am praising people that have gone through it and have come out on the other side unscathed with no battle wounds, no scars, no nothing, right? Because I think that right there is a true chosen person, someone that is really about it that is going to change this fucking world. If you can endure half the bullshit you have endured, like for example, me, I have been through the ringer out in Los Angeles. I've slept in my car. I slept in dance studios. I slept in YMCA's, showered in YMCA's. I fucking have gone days without eating and all types of shit, been kicked out of places, car towed, like in crazy situations, been lied on, spit on, jumped, like given a job and then fired immediately for no odd reason, just fired, having to move out of that place because I literally lived where I worked, having someone try to exploit you sexually because of the way you look and not your talent, like someone trying to take credit for your work, your art, because you're talented and they wanted you to sell it and you didn't want to sell it. You wanted to keep it because you have integrity. Someone offering you fucking billion, like a lot of money to do an act, but you have more integrity. Like there's a lot of stuff that's happened in my life that I have just attested to as just being a part of the journey. And it all happened in the pursuit of this, which is insane, but also very rewarding because I did it unscathed. And I feel like if we are vibrating and we are on the same frequency, then you're the type of person that can go through shit and look the way you do, smile the way you smile because and embrace life the way you embrace it because you don't let anything phase you. Nothing phases you. Your life has been too hard for a little bullshit to phase you. It's like you have this repellent around you to where like nothing sticks. Nothing sticks on me anymore. I've built this impenetrable armor around me with all the shit that I've endured and gone through that really allows me to see something coming and be like, oh, cute, you know? Whereas some people, when shit comes their way, it wrecks them. And I'm not boasting or anything, but I am saying, like, I just feel like people have to learn, right? And I think that when you get to a certain level, you're like, oh, like, I actually did that. Excuse me. I actually survived that. And maybe not a lot of people can walk the shoes that you've walked in. And I'm saying that because I think we should honor our stories. We should honor our walks. And we should show up for ourselves because we really deserve everything that's coming. I know I do. I deserve everything that's coming because I've been through that. When I say the ringer, it's the ringer. And you can ask me questions and stuff like that. And you'll be like, damn, bitch, I didn't know you went through all that. How did you, how? I remember telling my best friend, I was like, yeah, have some shit like that. I don't tell people because I'm cool. Like I'm good. Like I figure it out. But and she was just like, yeah, I don't understand how you're sane with all the shit you've been through. And I was like, bitch, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I am. Right. And I say all that because I'm looking back at everything while I'm sitting in this cap and gown. And I'm just like, damn, like, how did I do that? How did I do that? Right. And honestly, the answer, ooh, this made my eyebrows look. Honestly, the answer for me is my faith, believing where God is taking me, believing in myself for everything that I know I'm capable of, and trusting myself that I am who I am. This is the path that I'm on. And really just not giving up and keeping going when things got crazy. Mind you, and even in this current moment, there is literally we are at zero, literally. And I'm just like, no, that's literally zero. And I'm just like, wow, like I can acknowledge that and say that because I understand what money comes in, like money goes, whatever like that. And it's kind of the sense like you pay and then you're like, oh shit, bro. But like, I mean, I've never been a kid that had a savings account. Never been a kid that like had parents that, paid for everything. I never had, I always had to nickel and dime and figure it out myself, even at a very young age, like field trips and stuff like that. I had to figure it out myself. I had to just figure it out. And I don't know why I'm saying all this, but I think there's a beauty in it. And I don't hear a lot of conversations about people like me. So I want to open the floor because I feel like there's a lot of people that can connect to what I'm saying. And I guess I'm just aware and open enough now to be able to fully like say the things that most people don't say out of embarrassment or fear or this, that, and the third. But I feel like when you have a sense of peace over yourself and this self-acceptance and acknowledgement, there is really nothing that can sway you and make you feel some way about yourself when you are proud about who you are and what you become. And for me, I'm proud of everything I've accomplished. I'm proud of my shortcomings. I'm proud of being able to be like and say, like, I did all this with nothing. I did all this with nothing. Half the stuff you see me do, I did it with nothing. Did it with nothing. No, not a lot of support, you know? My grandmother, my mother, my siblings, everything else, no. Grandfather, yes. But like with nothing. Like, and I think there's a beauty in that. So for those that don't have anybody, that did it while being unseen and heard and unsupported, while did it with, fucking dollar to your name, that did it sleeping in your car, did it homeless, did it broken, did it abused, did it confused, did it scared. I'm proud of you and I understand you because same. And the fact that we made it, the fact that we did it, the fact that we are still intact and look freshly pampered is a testament to our soul, a testament to us, and a testament to us as people and how far we're gonna go. Because I'm holding your hand right. I'm holding your hand right now. Okay. There is a beauty in what you've accomplished because not a lot of people can do what you did. Not a lot of people can make it through what you've been through. Not a lot of people can make it through what you've gone through. Not a lot of people can say that they are proud of what they've been through because they got through it and smile through it and understand it and look at it. So to those who maybe not be graduating, but you are graduating in like a spiritual way of acknowledgement and understanding, congratulations. Because you made it to you. I think this journey is not about who has the biggest car, much a big $1 billion in big account, all these materialistic things. It's really about the journey to self. Are you coming home to yourself? And I think that is the message. And I want you to keep that. I want you to hold on to that. And I want you to really acknowledge the fact that you are coming home to you. You're graduating from this lack consciousness to Christ consciousness to where you are really coming home to yourself. And I think that is the most beautiful thing. And that is the biggest reward that we can achieve in this human experience. And if you're not graduating physically, then congratulations. But if you are graduating physically, congratulations as well, because we did it. And what's next is going to be wild. I don't know when I'm posting this video. I might post it immediately after because graduation's tomorrow. So why not post it? And yeah, I'm just through of the same cycles, you know? For example, for me, to a little transparency, oh, full transparency because I've been transparent this whole time. I literally do this thing where like I post these things. I'm not posting. I may create these things and create these videos, and I just really don't post them. Out of fear, being like people are not going to see them, not going to be receptive to them, and not going to like them because I'm judging based off of like everyone else's videos like that. Like they're the one that's sitting here my ass talk. But I'm sitting there thinking like it's not even about that. It's about the community that it's about the community that I want to build. It's about the people that I want to connect with. I don't want to be seen by everybody. I want to be seen by people that you. I want to be seen by you. I want to be seen by the people that I connect with, people that I'm on the same level with. I don't want to. I don't want to be seen by the whole world because that opens me up to energies that don't even align with me. Right. So in doing so, maybe another message that I'm gonna leave with. If you are like that and you are afraid to share yourself with the world, stop that shit. Stop being afraid to share yourself with the world because we need you. We need your authenticity. We need your transparency. We need your personality. We need your energy. And I'm saying that to myself too, because literally, I'm on social media like crazy. I have a presence on social media and everything else, but like there's a fear of, or not a fear, I'm not afraid of anything, but like a hold back of this type of video communication, real authentic, raw thoughts, just me being a human and connecting, communicating with you without any filters, not trying to be politically correct, not trying to be this and then the third. I'm just being Deontay. And I want more of that. And I want to connect to people that are more like that because I'm finding it very interesting and hard to connect with people because I just don't feel a lot of genuine, authentic people around me in conversation. It's just like everyone is trying to learn something from you or want something. It's like no, I just want to know who you are. Don't try to emulate what I'm doing. Don't try to, you know, present yourself in a different way. Present yourself how you present yourself, right? Like show up how you show up. People will make a judgment based off if they fuck with you or not in that moment, but you don't want to have someone like you based off of false pretenses. Be authentic, be transparent, be vulnerable, allow yourself to shine in the capacity that you shine in. And I'm like I said, I'm speaking to myself too because this graduation has just changed my perspective. It's like, what's next? And it's like I've met some beautiful people and I am going to be connected with a lot of people, but I'm just like, yo, this is a time where it's like I really want to find my tribe. I want to find my core people that I don't have to put on for or feel the need to put on. I am just Deontay at my core, and those people value the light side of me, the shadow side of me, the wild side of me, the crazy side of me, the goofy, giggly, just want to laugh side of me, you know, just the human side, the creative side as well, but the human side is what I am basing this message off of. And I just want to say, fellow human to human, I'm proud of you. And until next time, might be a series coming with this type of energy, might not, but might. But might, because a bitch likes to talk. So, yeah, I am super proud of you. I'm super proud of me. I'm super proud of us. We did it. And let me go ahead and flip this tassel over. Until next time. And yeah, keep going. I love you. Bye.